Did you survive? Are you still rocking from the phantom wake that is Memorial Day weekend at Raystown Lake? If you experienced Raystown Lake Memorial Day weekend, you know what I'm talking about. It can be kind of rough out there. The good news, that is behind us, and we have the summer ahead of us. You guys can see the kayaks right here behind me, and I'm dragging the boat. I'm actually pulling my boat. I'm gonna be changing. I'm gonna be exploring other waters other than Raystown Lake, but that starts off this weekend with PADDLIN and BASSIN. You guys should know about PADDLIN and BASSIN by now, and if you don't, it's an event that we do every year, twice in the spring, and then we do it again in the fall. So the spring PADDLIN and BASSIN session is in, and I picked up a couple kayaks here. I'm just borrowing from a friend for my kiddos. These are simple kayaks, so something like this will work just fine. The float section that we're doing here at on this section of the Juniata, it does not favor John boats. So do not show up with a motor. It's going to be an expensive trip for you. It's just not the section to be putting an outboard engine down in. So what that means, you want something you will paddle. It's PADDLIN and BASSIN, so it's something you can paddle. If you bring something like a canoe, you'll probably have to work for it, but you'd probably survive it. Just you'd have to work for it. You'd have to get out and drag it through some sections. Ideally, this is a kayak event, so bring a kayak if you can. But ultimately, most importantly, show up. Now, the camping part of it, I know that's been a holdup for a couple folks. If you don't want to camp, just show up here to Mapleton on Saturday morning, first thing. I'm thinking we'll leave in 2 plugs. We'll probably leave at first light, and then a second plug of us will leave like an hour later or something like that. So just show up. You can leave whenever you want, of course, but if you want to stay with the group, we'll probably do 2 plugs. We'll leave first thing and then an hour later. But ultimately, if you don't want to camp, just show up in the morning, Saturday morning, here in Mapleton at Riverside Park, and all those links are down below to the Facebook listing I have, so directions, maps, all that stuff. So hopefully you guys can come out. We'll do probably just get something like pizza or something local here Friday night. We'll camp over, then Saturday morning, first thing, we'll push off. We'll float all day, have lunch on the water, so bring and pack something for you, snacks and stuff. And then Saturday night, we will camp again and kind of just do it again. So Sunday we'll paddle to our takeout in down at Newton Hamilton, and that'll be the end of the float. So guys, this is an all weekend long event. It's a 2-night camp out and paddling event. So 2 nights and 2 days. You can do that however you want. You can come and just camp, you can come and just paddle, or you can come and do the whole stretch, or just 1 night and 1 day. Whatever it is you want to do, just work it out. There's pullouts all along this stretch here. Just look to see where you're going to pull out. Make sure you put your cars in the right place. But ultimately, Friday night, we're meeting right here in Mapleton at Riverside Park for PADDLIN and BASSIN's Spring Edition 2024. So hopefully you guys make it out to that. I'll see you there, all right, guys? Much love and much respect. Later.